this is Kevin. Can I help you?
Yeah, hi Kevin. I'm calling you about your property for sale on Starlight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do you have a minute to talk about that?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's vacant. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm an investor. I do flips in the area and was kind of looking at it for a flip.
Uh-huh.
What can you tell me about it?
I mean, it's my mom's house. We had to put her in assisted living.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she's selling it. She was there 32 years. So, just most of the stuff in there is probably original.
Yeah.
Does
it need a roof? It's kind of hard to tell from
the roof was recovered about like 15 years ago.
Okay.
And so there is a storage shed in the back that's a built storage shed that has power and heat and everything to it. That roof was not redone.
Okay.
So that roof probably needs to. It looked like a couple of places, like where the gutters had gotten full, there might have been a little bit of water sucked into the roof in a couple little areas, but probably just a little minor patch. Probably it wouldn't be too big of a deal there.
Gotcha.
There is it's electric forced air heat with AC with it, but there is gas right in the street if you wanted to upgrade it.
Okay. So it's on like a boiler?
No, it's just electric forced air. It's just a regular furnace and everything, but it's electric.
Electric, okay.
Gas, yeah.
Yeah, but it does have AC?
Yeah, it does have AC in the back. I don't know if, my mom was there, so I don't know if she ever used it or if it's, what the condition is of it, but it does have AC.
Now,
the furnace is running now and stuff. It's heated in there and everything, blowing and everything's fine, so.
Gotcha. Now, it doesn't have to go through probate or anything?
No, she's still alive and everything. It's just...
okay. Yeah. So you just moved her out, but she's still living. But she's on title, so is she technically the seller?
Yeah, what it is she had, my sister in Alaska has power of attorney for her. So it's all ready to go. So. Okay,
and there's no mortgage on it or anything?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm curious, you put it up by owner, right? So I saw it on Zillow. And I'm always looking for deals in the area. Where are you getting the $250 price? Do you have a strategy for that, or what were you thinking?
There's a bunch of I've probably had probably 30 or 40 showings, from people trying to, about flippers and stuff, trying to flip it and everything. It's constant freight of people through there and stuff. And so, I think that, from where it's at, paying $250 for it, and then going in and updating the things that need to be done, it's probably an end user price at that. It'd be hard to flip it at $250. But that's if it was an end user, there's nothing available here, and so it would be a good thing. But yeah, they're if it came in with a decent deal or something, you could probably put something together under that. So be worth taking a look at. I don't know if you're in town, not in town, but
yeah. So because I'm looking at comps in the neighborhood, and 1,500 square foot 3.2, some remodels are selling for around $250 to $275, and they're fully updated.
Right. The comps and stuff that are around and everything, everybody else that's in there, is probably, they're thinking fixed up and stuff, it's going to go between $290 and $325 now at the current market, is where I've had probably 30 people in there that, flip in the area, some major ones, and they're saying, depends on what you do to it.
Yeah.
Right now in our market here, I don't know how much you've been in the market, but people are buying stuff, paying $40,000 to $50,000 over appraised values.
Yeah, people just want a house. They don't. Yeah, it doesn't even matter anymore. But this is not really. But this is not really homeowner condition.
Right. So I'm just saying, if you come in and fix it up, whatever, there's a premium above once it's fixed up and stuff selling. And so, I think that's kind of where it's at. It's just there's not. Because I put it on. It just came back on kind of because I had brought it on deadline. We probably had 12 offers. We accepted one, no contingencies and stuff, and now the house that they were flipping that, made the offer and didn't say any contingencies of having to sell another thing, and now the house that they were flipping here in Idaho has a snag that's going to extend their closing out farther.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why I just brought it back on. So they're still interested, but I'm not interested in. They're like, well, it might be another 30 or so days, because there was some inspection issue on theirs where they needed some different electrical inspection or something that wasn't done. So they're talking about having to tear into it to get that figured out or something. And so they just said, well, we'll see what happens. And so I just brought it back on. That offer, could go away at any time, or we'd hang out with it. We haven't signed an extension or anything with them. So
okay, so you could contract with somebody else. You're not
correct.
Obligated to that contract. Correct. And I'm cash. Are they cash?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a cash.
They were having to get this other house sold. They made a cash offer, but didn't have that thing. So
contingent. They had to get the cash out of that to buy this. So
right, and they didn't disclose that or whatever. But so, anyways.
So Kevin, what's the number to get it?
I'm thinking that you need to be, somewhere around 225 is probably a done deal.
So 225 would get the deal done.
Yep. Okay.
Because that's basically what you're finding the market's willing to pay from other flippers.
Yeah, I've had offers higher and stuff, but then they're like, well, we want to do this, or we need to do this. I had one person at 246 that came in, and then they're like, but we need to do this, and can you wait this long? And it just didn't seem like they were eventually, maybe, but maybe not. So they're just looking for, it's a little bit weird, because my sister's in Alaska that's doing the thing. I'm here in Idaho, and so I have other dealings that are in California and stuff, so I'm here part of the time and they're part of the time, and so I just say, hey, I'll try and get it gone while I'm here, and so that's kind of why we're...
So that flipper at 225, did they say what they would budget on the rehab? Did they mention that?
Yeah, it just depends. Some people are talking, which way they want to go. There's some people that are saying, hey, we want to go through and redo everything, like pull out windows and
roof, window, siding, garage door,
right, and all that, and then it's just like, the thing is here, there's just no houses. Basically, you want to get it up. If I was doing it, I would just go and get it up to the level to where you could sell it to an end user.
Yeah.
And it'll go. You're not trying to, hey, wow, we built this thing, is beautiful, and all this other, thing.
It's two different strategies, right? One strategy would be, let's go for top of the market, new kitchen, new this, new everything, or let's just get the thing past an FHA inspection and a buyer will, take it down. So
right. And so the people that could go to that higher end, most likely they're building houses now. There's no houses here available, so everybody's just contracting to build. But now the builders, even after they sign deals here, are now coming back and saying, well, there's no workers here. I have to pay extra more money for a frame, or extra more money for a roof, or whatever. So they're coming back and then saying, hey, well, now it's going to be $20,000 more. And people are like, we already have a signed deal. And it's like, well, I'll give you your earnest money back because the prices are going up so fast. So, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I would think that... So there's people in that new area, but there's nothing. There's no houses under 200,000 available anywhere now, even just little stuff. And so now it's like, if you could get in, fix it up good enough, like you said, to FHA or whatever. Most of the stuff here now is selling for cash, even stuff that's fixed up, because buyers are coming in from other places, and even people that are going getting financing and stuff. People are able to sell so much higher over appraisal value because appraisals haven't caught up. Even if you have an FHA buyer, they still have to have a lump of cash to pay over and above what it appraises at.
Yeah, I know. I got one like that right now where they're doing that. We do appraisal guarantees where they're saying if it appraises lower, I'll pay the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just crazy thing ever. Well, I'm interested. I'm cash. I can close super fast. I don't know how important that is, but I really would like to be more around 210. But again, I can close in a week.
Yeah, there's we had other offers that are sitting there higher than that. But I'll have to keep your number in thing if something goes sideways or something or whatever. We have one of the biggest flipping companies here. We just went through it again. Went through it this morning. They're supposed to have numbers, so that would give me a better idea of where they're at. But they've done like 500. They have like flips in the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, something like that. They do a bunch, kind of what they do. And so
what are they willing to pay?
Huh?
What are they saying they'll pay?
Well, that's what we're seeing. They said they'd have number to me today. I told them where we're just like, this is where we're at on this other offer that we have if we want to wait. And so that's the number that they're working off of and see if they can put it together. They flipped one right around the corner from this and they put it on and they sold that one for, I think it was $289.9 and they sold it in one day and they said they had 16 offers on it, and they wish they still had it because they probably could have popped. They redid it nice and everything. It was a little bit bigger lot than this one, but they said, there's probably was another 30,000 sitting there. That one was around the corner on Orion. That they did that one, same sub, and so it's kind of where it's at. But we're right. There's several people just hanging right around that 220 area. That maybe it's doable, maybe it's not. Hey, we want to make this or whatever.
Could you make 215 work?
I can talk to him and see, see. I can just, basically, I can call them up there and they can talk to. My sister has power of attorney and can talk to my mom and see where they're at on it. And I can let you know.
Yeah, if you could talk to them, again, no waiting around for like these other people, or it's just be a done deal. So why don't you talk to them, see if 215 will work.
All right, I will talk to them, and this is the best time to reach you.
Yeah, this is my cell phone. Yep.
All right. And then are you in town now or out of town?
No, I'm not in town. I'm actually in Arizona, but
okay.
That doesn't matter.
All right. Well, let me. And then you need any inspections, anything like that, or what do you think?
Maybe like a day or two just to walk it to make sure there's nothing weird going on. But it's not like I'm going to come back and say, oh, it needs a roof, or oh, it needs new carpet. I got it. I know it. I've been doing this full time for almost 17 years, done hundreds of flips. So, it's a pretty cookie cutter flip.
Yeah.
It's just, got to get it at the right number.
That's for sure. All right. Well, I'll talk to him and I'll be in touch.
Okay. Awesome.
Thanks.
Yep. Thanks, Kevin. Bye.
Hi, Jared. Good afternoon. This is Juan Soto. I got a text message from you.
Oh, yeah.
Property in Albany.
Yeah. Thanks for calling. How are you doing?
Definitely. I'm doing well. Yourself?
Good. So, investor looking at your house on Albany. Looks like it just came out. Is that right?
Correct. It just came out yesterday.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I like this property. There's, tell me about it. What's going on inside? What kind of work does it need?
So it's a property that an elderly person was living along with another, I think it was a daughter. And it definitely needs to be rehabbed. It's not in horrible shape, but it is completely outdated.
Okay, so kitchen, flooring, counters, all that, kitchen, bath, carpet, paint. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's right up my alley. Nothing. How's the roof?
I believe the roof. I think the one daughter that listed the property told me she did not have an age for the roof at this time.
Okay. Do you have any offers on it yet?
There's no leaks, if anything of that. I do have. Let me see here. I have about 6 investors, online investors, cash offers, and I believe we have 2 coming in, regular cash offers.
You got it priced good.
But I think it's a very good price point for the area.
Yeah. So I'm unrepresented. I'd let you write the offer for me. Can you do that?
I can, yeah.
Okay. So want to come in cash. I'll let you write the offer.
Okay.
Where do you think this thing's going to end up? Where do you think it's going to go? I mean, well, let me ask you this.
Sure.
Are you able to call the seller, give him a verbal, say, hey, I got an offer here, cash verbal, or does he know about all the other offers? Is he going to wait, or what's the seller want to do?
They're going to wait. They're going to wait till Monday to get all offers at the same time.
Okay. Because I mean, do you think it's going to go over list?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of right around hovering around list.
Okay.
I mean, but maybe we can make something happen. I mean, can you do this? Are you able to, can we touch base on Monday and you can just give me like a yes or no, kind of like a nod if I'm in the right ballpark to make something happen? Like I said, I'll let you write it.
I can, as much as I can do is I can let you know to put as much as you want on it. Unfortunately, I don't have much control of letting you know of any numbers. But I will let you know somewhat of, if it's worth your time, if it's worth my time to do so.
Yeah, that sounds great. So on Monday, what time are they accepting offers by?
It's going to be in the evening, I believe by 5 p.m.
Monday, 5 p.m. is when you're going to take all your offers and pick the best offer.
Correct.
Or the seller's going to choose his offer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so then why don't you and I touch base an hour or two before that, and we'll just kind of see where we're at. If it makes sense, then can you write up an offer and put it in the pile?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Do you want to come out and view the property?
No.
In Illinois or?
No, I don't want to see it.
Okay. I saw that it was like a Michigan number, so I wasn't sure of that.
No, I don't need to see it. I've got a budget for it, and I know what I got to do it.
Okay.
Yep, I know what it takes to get it done. And like I said, I'm right around there. Maybe I can come up a little bit. We can get a deal done. But I like this house, so let's do that. Let's touch base on Monday and see where we're at, see what we can do. Let's get something written up. If it's worth it, then we'll write something up and submit it.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Awesome. Thank you, Juan. Really appreciate your time. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, it's Barbara.
Yeah, hi, Barbara. My name's Jerry Norton. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Jerry?
Good. Thank you. Calling you about your listing on Inspiration Drive. Do you have a minute?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, I'm an investor, and I'm looking at this as a possible flip. Looks like it might be a good candidate for that. Is that what you were thinking too?
Of course, but I have to warn you that this is a HUD property, so they go till April 1st for and government agency and nonprofits first.
Yeah, I've done several HUD homes.
Okay, and after that, then they take on investors. So if it's still available, I would definitely say it's a good property because it's mostly cosmetic and updating, and the interior of the home isn't in bad shape at all. I mean, there's a little bit of sheetrock repair, painting definitely, flooring definitely, lighting fixtures, stuff like that. Countertops, but it's all the typical stuff that you would, probably do anyway. Exterior-wise, there's some siding on the north side of the house, which is the garage side, and a little bit on the back that is in bad shape. You're going to probably need to replace some siding, okay? But most of the house is in great condition. A little bit of painting that needs to be done, some trim, but not bad. And then it needs either a new handle on the storm door or a new storm door, whichever somebody wants to do on the front door. And, I'm not sure about the roof. To be honest with you, I just listed it yesterday, and I haven't looked at the reports that are on HUD Home Store. About the house, but I did see a shingle laying on the ground, so there may be a shingle or two that needs to be replaced. But
How long has it been vacant?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I have no clue as to how long it's been vacant, but the utilities are off, but it seems like it was a home maybe of an older person or something like that, because there's some grab bars in the master bathroom area and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
it was, and it has a little bit of wallpaper border and stuff like that. Stuff like that. So,
what would you, if you were to estimate a budget for the rehab, what number would you budget?
Well, I do a lot of rehab myself, but I would leave the cabinets alone.
I was thinking that because I saw there's a couple of really nice comps where they're not that updated, like, nice, but not new cabinets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I would say, I don't know what siding costs. That's the only thing. I'm not familiar, because I haven't had to do any siding. I'm getting ready to do some siding on the house, but I don't know what it's going for now because everything's gotten so expensive. That's the problem.
But I would just repair it and then paint all that siding, because it's metal, isn't it?
Yeah, some of it's going to have to probably take and put some new boards on. Okay.
Is that composite, or like, what is that?
It's a masonite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but so I'd say you're going to be under 30.
30.
Easily. I think under 30.
Under 30. Okay.
I mean, it depends on it depends on where you get your light fixtures. I go to Restore to get, Restore to get my light fixtures and stuff like that. So I don't spend a lot of money on lighting, but I get nice new fixtures. And
that sounds about right. 30. I mean, it is still
cheap.
Yeah, I mean, it is still 3,000 feet, so it might take a little more just because it's just a lot of square footage and 2.5 baths.
Well, it's painting isn't too bad, in the bath. I mean, again, if you update, if you update the mirrors and you update the lighting a little bit, it's flooring. I go through. I have a carpet wholesaler that I use for my flooring, and shoot, I'm doing a over 3,000 square foot house right now, and my carpet is like an end pad, and it's a good carpet. It's running me under $3,000.
Yeah. And then, so assuming I spent 30, did a cosmetic update on it, right? Kept the cabinets, maybe painted them, new countertops, flooring. Update the the bathrooms look hit pretty hard. I'd update those bathrooms, But what do you think the back end number would be?
I would say 425 probably.
Okay, that's all, huh?
Yeah, you might be able to do a little more. I don't know. It depends on what. Are you going to do granite in all the bathrooms, or are you going to just do Formica? Are you going to do granite in the kitchen? Are you going, stuff like that? It all comes down to, what you're doing.
I'm just, the reason why I say that is I'm looking at a comp here that's 3,000 feet over on Glen Eagle Court, which is not far.
Court, but that's up, Glen Eagle Court's up north, isn't it?
No, it's just on the other side of Murray Boulevard, so it's straight west, but it's really close.
Glen Eagle Court?
Uh-huh.
North Glen, maybe. North Glen or Glen Eagle Court? I've not heard of Glen Eagle Court.
It's just off of Murray Boulevard, which is right there. Anyway, it's 3,000 feet. It's a 3.5 bath, not a 2.5. So it's a 3.5, 3,000 feet. Uh-huh. It sold for $159 a foot, got $490, and I'm looking at pictures.
Oh, I know where you're looking at. Okay, I know where you're looking at. Okay.
I mean,
it's a little bit higher caliber of a neighborhood.
Oh, is it?
I know where you're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little higher caliber. So this is Villa Loma. Villa Loma, you might be able to get $435, $450, but it depends again on, what you're going to do.
Okay, well then what about this one here on Enchanted Circle, which is literally, so this one on Enchanted Circle, 475, it's only 2,500 feet, but
what's it like inside?
It's not updated. It's like, no, it's not updated. It's like old brown paint and like,
Well, Well,
it is not updated.
475. You might be able to get 475. You know.
That one's a street over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far at all. It's not far at all.
It got 475.
Well, there you go. There you go.
It's the highest sold price per foot.
Say, yeah, I think HUD priced this one. I actually told HUD to list it higher, but HUD listed it for $355. So I told my husband, I said, if I wasn't a listing agent, I would buy it. You know, because it's a good investment. Because I think it'd be a great rental. Of course, you're looking at doing the fix and flip, but I look at it for a rental. You know, and I would fix it up and rent, but. You know, yeah, I think you can do a fix and flip on it. So.
What would a buy and hold investor want to be into this thing? Because then you would only spend 10. You know, you'd carpet and paint and that's it.
Well, yeah, you might update some Formica. You might have some lights.
Probably some bathrooms still. Yeah, you're still going to spend.
I can get more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put granite in.
What would it rent for though?
Well, you know, it's 2,900 square feet, 4 bedrooms. I would say probably 1,850, 1,900, something like that.
That'll cash flow?
More. Oh yeah, that'll cash flow. Yeah, that'll cash flow.
At 350.
As an investor, you're putting 20% down.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would love to be able to buy at around 305 to 310.
Yeah.
Feels like a good deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it doesn't sell, I think it will though, because I've had a lot of showings on it. But if it doesn't sell, I'm sure that, they'll look at probably something less than 350. I'll tell you, the neighborhood is nice around it. It's probably the worst looking house on the street. Mm-hmm. So as far as that goes, so that's important, I think.
So it just came out. So HUD gives it 10 days, isn't it? 10 days?
Yes, they're gonna do the bid opening on April 1st. Yeah,
so 10 days. Do you mind? I'll make a note too. But do you mind following up with me in 10 days? Let's just see where we're at.
Sure. Give me your name again. I'm sorry.
Jerry Norton, and I called you on my cell phone.
Okay. Well, I don't have that number.
Oh, I'll shoot. I sent you a text. I don't know if it went through.
Oh, did you send me a text?
To this number, but I think this is the office.
Yeah, so it wouldn't go through. If you can just tell me what your cell is, I'll just write I've got your name down, so tell me what your cell is, and I'll.
Not today.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you another question.
Sure.
We can talk about it later because it may not even turn into anything. But I'm out of state. Are you open to assisting in managing, helping with the rehab and relisting?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I do that all the time for people.
I only ask because you mentioned that you've got experience and you have contacts and all of that.
Yeah, I own a lot of older properties that I've rehabbed, and so I've done it for people for years.
Great.
So that's not a problem at all, Jerry.
Okay. Well, let's go after this one, but we'll have to cross our fingers on the time frame. So see what happens.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion it probably won't.
It's clean enough
for the investor.
It's clean enough. Yeah.
I mean, really and truly, somebody could move into it right now.
Then we're not going to get it right because there's no inventory. It's priced.
Not.
It's priced
Probably
right.
Not. But you know what? I will. I'm the only agent right now that I'm aware of that's listing HUD in Colorado Springs. So. If anything else comes up,
can you call me for stuff you get? Yeah, so I'm unrepresented. I'd let you write anything that's yours. I'll let you write on, so you can get. Can you get the other side of the commission?
I can get the side, your side.
Good.
So I can't get both sides, but I can get one side.
Well, that's what I mean. Can you get the listing side, right?
Yes.
Can you dual agency and represent me?
I can get the buyer's side. They won't let me get the listing side if I represent the buyers. So.
Oh, they don't. HUD doesn't.
No, I have.
But it's better. But you can get. But they don't pay you very much anyway, don't they?
No, they don't. So I'd rather represent the buyer.
Okay. So it's in your best interest to still work with me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. I want to be one of your cash buyer go-to.
I'm sorry?
I want to be your go-to cash buyer for stuff.
Oh, so you'd be a cash buyer. You're not going to do a...
No, cash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
cash.
shoot, I'll keep you in mind because I just had another one that just fell through, but I put it under contract Saturday, and it was $315, and you definitely could have made money on that one, but it's under contract to close.
With another investor?
It's with an investor, yeah.
Yeah, but a buyer's agent brought it.
Yes.
Yeah, so see,
but if I would have known,
if you would have known, then you call me, I let you write it.
Yeah.
You essentially make twice as much.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah. I'm your new best friend for distressed property. Yeah.
There you go. I love friends like you.
Yeah. Everybody wins, right?
All right. Well then, yeah. So then I will. I'll keep your name, and then if anything comes up, I'll give you a call.
Okay. Perfect.
Let you know, and I'll let you know if this one goes to investor. If it goes, I'll know if it goes to investor pretty quick.
Yeah. I say the minute if it makes it, I say the minute they open that up to investor.
Oh yeah.
We have an offer on the table.
We write it right away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
All right. Sounds good, Jerry.
Thanks, Barbara.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Thank you.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is Tammy. How can I help you?
Yeah. Hi, Tammy. This is Jerry Norton. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jerry?
Good. Thank you. Calling you about your short sale on Allison Way.
Yes, sir.
Great. I'm an investor, and caught my attention as a possible flip. So, Can you tell me what's going on? Where's it at in the short sale process?
So the bank is aware that it's for sale for a short sale, but they have not given me anything about price. They said once we get an offer and present it to them, then they will consider then.
Okay. And do you have anything?
They wouldn't give me.
Have you presented anything yet?
I haven't presented anything yet.
Okay. So let's talk about that, because I'm looking at the numbers on what would make sense for a flip, and I'd love to see if we could put something together and present it. I'm unrepresented, so I'd let you write the offer for me.
Okay.
Are you able to do that?
Yes, I could do that.
Okay. So maybe you can help me kind of get my head around it. I mean, I'm looking at comps in the neighborhood of sold homes, and there's a couple of nice ones right in there that are like around that same square footage, that are around the 185 to 190 price point, that are nice.
And so this one, yes, and if this one, so from what because the house has been vacant for 2 years, so the pictures that I have online are the pictures from 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna need some TLC and some painting and probably redoing the floors, some floors, just replacing the flooring.
I was thinking floors.
Everything is made.
Okay,
go ahead.
I was thinking floors, paint, and countertops.
Yes, pretty much. Because I don't think there's anything major going on. But then, and there wasn't anything major 2 years ago. And we had it sold 2 years ago, but we ran into an issue, and then, yeah.
Do you know, so you're working directly with the seller, correct?
Yeah, I work with the sellers and the mortgage company.
Okay. Do you know, what do they owe on it? How short are they?
So it has some fees, so.
Yeah.
If the house was fixed up, we could be in the 197 price range to sell it. Yeah,
I know. I think it'll sell for 190 if you did carpet, paint, countertops. Not much, but if you just made it look, it's got terrible carpet color, terrible paint. The counters are bad,
Something that I haven't done yet is calculated what we would need to not do a short sale.
Well, reason why I'm asking, Tammy, is have you ever done a subject to seller financing?
No, I have not.
So basically, the idea would be, as an investor, if I don't have to come up with cash and I can just take over the existing loan that's in place and then come to closing with some money to cover commissions and closing fees, it's all the same to the seller, right? Because they're not walking away with any money. They're just trying to get out of a foreclosure right now. So what if you got paid? What if closing fees got paid? And what if I could just take over their loan? I do it all the time. There's a way to do it. I'm just saying, if it could be done, does that make sense? Hypothetically, so like what do they owe roughly with fees and back payments and stuff? Do you know?
I don't remember what that was. I did see the statement, but because I had intended to actually do the calculations so I could see what we would.
How short you are.
Could do to not have to do a short sale, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I could actually call the bank to see if they would even give me, if they would consider that.
They will. All you have to do is ask for a payoff. And they'll give you that same day usually, because they do that all the time when they sell. So if the seller called up and said, "Hey, I want to pay off," they'll give them the exact number of what the bank wants to sell it or to not do a short.
I have third party authorization.
So you can do it. Yeah. So if you did that, Tammy, I mean, I gotta run the numbers. Like if they owe too much, or it doesn't make any sense. But if I could come in with enough to take over the loan, get commissions and closing fees paid out, maybe put $1,000 in the seller's pocket, which is more than they'd get on a short sale, right?
Right.
Maybe that'll work. I don't know.
Okay.
It's something to think about. Otherwise, if I got to come in with cash and put 20 into it and all that, I got to come up with all that money plus the rehab money. Now it puts me down at 100,000 on the buy or whatever.
Right. Okay. So, okay. Will you text me your email address? Do you have comps on it on this area already? Because I can send you some in the morning.
No comps, you said?
Yeah.
No. I've got that. I've comped just the neighborhood, and I got my head around the neighborhood. Okay. It's 190. 190 is the number for it to be, and that's doing carpet paint and countertops. I think it could get 190. Okay. So that's kind of what I would be looking at. But this also might be something that you just hold and keep as a rental if I don't got to come out of pocket with the cash, and I can just take it over. I work with someone who's a specialist in closing those. So, we can do the whole thing, and I just want to reassure you as the agent that it's worth your time, because I understand you need to get paid by a commission. So I would come to closing with enough cash to get all that done.
Okay, I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And it's way better than a short sale, because a short sale without approval right now, that's going to take months.
Yeah, and I tried to get a general approval where they could give me a price to work with, and they just refused. They said they would not give me a price until they know that we're trying to sell it with a short sale, and they said once we get something, then they'll look at it. Yeah,
some banks do it that way, which is terrible, because then you waste your time presenting an offer just for them to say, "Oh no, we want more." Well, then why don't you just tell me that from the get-go, right? I mean, it's like, tell us your number. Tell us your number.
Tell them. At least tell me a number, and I can even try to see if I can get a little more than what you're asking. Yeah. But right now, I'm shooting from the hip, and I don't even have an idea of what you would consider. It's all good. It's all good.
Let's do that, Tammy. If you could find that out, I'll text you as soon as we hang up my email, and this is my cell phone.
Okay.
But why don't we find that out? Why don't we revisit that conversation, see if that makes sense for everybody?
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, good. Sounds like a plan. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay,
thanks. Bye.
Hi, this is Christy with Buckeye Realty Group. You had texted me about a property I have listed?
Yes, Norview.
Yes, that's correct.
Great. So you're the listing agent for that property?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'm an investor and interested in making a cash offer on this property. Do you have a minute to talk about it?
I do. I'm driving, so I can't write anything down, but I can definitely chat about it.
Okay, great. That'd be perfect. Yeah, so, I'd like to make a cash offer and can you tell me a little bit more about the property? What's going on here?
So it was a boyfriend and girlfriend. They've split up 12 years ago, and he has been living there. They purchased or refinanced the property together. She wants it out of her name so she can move on and buy another house. He has not paid on it for 10 months. He wants to get it sold before this moratorium gets lifted. Just move on. He's moved out of it, left everything there. I don't know if he would have to do a trash out or if he is coming back to get some of the items.
Okay.
He is 3 hours away, so I don't believe he is going to, from just some of the information I've gathered.
Yeah.
He runs a family business up around the Lake Erie area and is in snowplow removal, so I will not be able to reach him till this evening to present any offers to him.
Okay.
So
is this
where we're at.
So if there's been no payments for 10 months, is it in pre-foreclosure? Have they started foreclosure?
No, they haven't done anything.
Because of the moratorium.
That's exactly right. I did have a title search done on it. Nothing has happened yet.
Okay. And there's there's enough to pay off the loan though? Like it's not a short sale or anything?
No.
Okay.
No. He actually doesn't owe a ton of money on it.
Yeah.
So, and he just, once I spoke with the girlfriend, she lives here in the Grove City area. Mm-hmm. She kind of told me what was going on, and they're fighting a feud, so I'm kind of like the mediator between the two of them.
So you got a real estate license and a marriage and a relationship counseling.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you never thought that when you
first rodeo. So
yeah, you never think that when you get into real estate that you're all of a sudden going to be a psychiatrist too.
Oh yeah, you do all kinds of different things you never thought. And I do a lot of bank loans, and I work with asset managers. So this is kind of common.
Yeah, I do a lot of bank-owned properties. They're like my favorite type of deal to buy.
I love bank-owns. They're my favorite to list. I absolutely love them.
It's all business, right? It's either like, here's my number, take it or not. There's no drama. It's nice. Yeah.
Exactly. There's a lot of paperwork, and some agents don't like it. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes the paperwork's better than being the mediator.
Yeah. Well, here's my deal, Christy. So I'm unrepresented. I'd let you write the offer for me and represent me on the buyer's side. Are you able to do both sides?
I am.
Great. So you could do that then?
I can do that. Of
All
course.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did tell him if I did have a buyer that came in and didn't have an agent representing them, I would reduce his commission.
Yeah, give him a deal.
To let you know.
Yeah. Well, that's good because whatever the net number is what the seller's interested in, I guess.
Exactly. Yep.
But what can you tell me? You've got some action on it. Is it right? You've got some interested people, offers?
I listed it Tuesday afternoon. And I've had over 25 showings on it. I have 2 cash offers on it right now. I've had a couple lowball cash offers.
Yeah.
But there's 2 right now that are strong offers. And I told both of those buyers I would be speaking, or the agents, I would be speaking with him this evening. So
those are cash offers from buyer's agents.
They are.
And you've got correct. 2 of them. I mean, this doesn't look like it would pass a retail mortgage inspection with like some flooring missing and things like that. So it's going to go to a cash buyer. Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking. There's some issues with the soffit. Have you seen the house? Have you been there to look at it, or are you in this area? Or
no, I haven't. I've just seen the pictures on Zillow.
Right. So there's some soffit issues in the back. The furnace, when I was over there yesterday, I ran over there because there was a BB gun. There's so much stuff in the house, and I didn't realize there was a BB gun in one of the photos, and I thought it was a shotgun. So I'm like, I better run over there and get that out of the house. But the furnace at this, I think it's the thermostat. I think a new thermostat needs to be put in because it is only one temperature and it's like 90 degrees in there. So I turned it off yesterday. I'm going back to turn it on today because I'm hoping that there will be no more showings after today.
Yeah. Okay.
The AC unit, from what I have been told, is not working properly. And the pipes underneath the sink, there's a leak. And you can see where it is leaking. What it looks like is the PVC piping has just come undone. Okay. So that is the only issue I have found with any leaks. I've turned on all the water in the house to see what was going on. And this is flooring. And also around the outside windows, there is a little bit of rotted wood. Okay. So now this is on a basement, which is unique over there. There's not really basements over there. It is a basement. It is a full block basement, and I checked out the foundation walls, and there's no cracks, no hairline fractures.
So,
anything.
So that's a real bonus. Cool. That's a real bonus feature, right, in that neighborhood?
It is. That is correct.
What do you think this would retail for if I come in and fix it all up? What's your?
I think it would retail at the highest property I found over there was 202.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it was fixed up. So it depends on, what type of detail you put in. If you're going to go in and put ceramic tile in the bathrooms, update the kitchen and stuff. If you just wanted a quick flip, you could probably sell it for $185, $190.
There's another comp at $190. It's only got a one-car garage. That sold for $190, but it's pretty clean, pretty nice. That 202 comp, though, I'm looking at it right now. It's very similar. Like pretty much the same house, but no basement, I don't think.
I would have to. I looked at so many different ones when I was pulling those comps. It doesn't have a basement on that one?
Well, I don't know. I got it pulled up right here. I know you're driving. Let me look real quick if it says. When I put in my search with like no basements, it pulled out everything. So I don't. No, it has a basement. It has a basement. Okay.
So I thought it had a basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good comp right there to go in but you're going to have to, I would have to spend some money on this thing to get it to look like this. Not a ton because, this still has the original cabinets like in the bathroom and stuff. The curb appeal's really nice, but it's carpet and looks like linoleum, vinyl flooring in the kitchen.
Now the flooring, there is a couple, and I did take pictures of that where it's that floating floor. It needs to be redone because it has some damage there. It's not the best, and that's in the living room when you enter into the property. Like the paint, the walls, everything none of that looks like it's in poor condition. The house looks like at one point in time it was taken very good care of.
Yeah, it's a pretty much cosmetic flip. I'm wondering if I can salvage those cabinets in the kitchen. I hate the way they look. Looks like they put new doors on them that are white, Yeah. From the original oak.
Not the best looking doors. That's what I was thinking. I was like, why did they put these cabinets in there?
Yeah, they're new. They're the old cabinets, like the oak cabinets, but then at some point they put new doors on them. But I would probably try to go back to some kind of like oak door that matches the original look and then like paint them probably. I don't know, something like that. But at any rate, I'd like to make an offer. Where do you think, can you give me an idea where I need to be if I come in, let you write it and come in cash? What would get it done?
You need to be at least asking price.
Okay. Yeah. So your other cash offers are pretty good offers then.
Yeah, they're strong offers.
I wonder what they're thinking because, if they come in and spend money to get, 190, 200, it doesn't leave a lot of room if you come in.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm like, well, one of the guys is a real estate agent. He's also an investor. I'm thinking maybe he's going to use it for a rental.
That makes sense because otherwise,
that's all I could think of.
You're going to spend 20, 25 on this thing. I don't know how you wouldn't.
And before I was thinking a good $30,000. I had an investor go in and look at it prior to me putting it on the market. Someone I know in the Dublin area that buys and sells a lot of homes, and he's just like, my profit margin has to be
right.
It has to be there, and I can't come in at that price.
No, it's just not it's not worth it, because I've done a million of these things, not a million, but I've done, and so I know I would spend 25 to get that house at a 200 sale price. I would need to spend 25 on it.
And then to make it worth your time and everything you put in it, you need to have some cash flow coming out of it.
That doesn't work at list price, because now I'm, with commissions and time, and, you're not going to make anything. So I was hoping I could get in around like the 115, 120 makes it a good deal, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it's tough right now for investors, because there are no great deals out there right now.
No, everybody's cut their margins, which instead, what I do, rather than cut my margins, I just work harder on getting good deals, which means, you just got to put a lot more effort into acquisitions. Mm-hmm. But a lot of guys are cutting their margins to just try to keep a deal, get something. But, in my mind, it's not worth it to make 10 grand to do all that work and try to sell it.
No, the work you do is just, I've been in this business for a long time, and my family is construction workers. So to make it work, you have to see those numbers there. And if not, you're working your ass off to...
Everything's gone up too.
Exactly.
Everything's gone up. Cost of everything has gone up. Like the cost to paint and refinish floor, everything's just gone up since COVID, quite a bit.
Well, and then when you get in there, there's always something, a bigger project than what you had anticipated.
Yep.
So where are you located?
Well, I actually live in Phoenix, but I'm from Detroit.
Okay.
But I do deals like all over, so I just kind of look for good deals. Mm-hmm. And I saw this one, and it's like kind of right in my wheelhouse of like, cookie cutter rehab type deal. But I'm a little late to the party. I normally like to try to get my offer in like right away and try to get a motivated seller to bite on it before waiting too long to get all the higher, buyer's agent offers.
Right. Yeah, and I keep a list of investors of different people I know that are interested in different areas and stuff. So, I can always put your name down on that list.
I would appreciate that.
I have a few that, just want Dublin, Muirfield, that area, and some that like the houses that are the cookie cutter houses, as you said.
Yeah, what's a great strategy if you're up for it is when you sit down with these sellers and you've got one where it's not going to pass a mortgage inspection and it's a cash offer only, is let me know about it. We'll work something out. Don't even go public with it. We'll work with the seller if they're interested in a quick cash offer.
That's what I was trying to do with one guy, and one of the sellers was like, "Just get it out of my name," and then the other one, he's like, "Nope. I need that cash flow for my retirement." And I'm like, okay, well, then let's put it on the market.
Yeah, because some of the sellers don't want to go public, like with these pictures and showings and all that. They just want a solution really fast. Mm-hmm. And then you still get your commission, right? So it works for everybody.
But so think about it. If you do want to do something, let me know.
Yeah.
I actually need to jump off of here and check my GPS.
If something happens at all, I know you've got some buyers that are willing to pay more than me. I would need to be like around that 115, 120. So if anything changes, like if they fall through or whatever, I'd love to be in the running.
Okay. I'll definitely keep that in mind. And then, too, I do represent the VA with their bank-owned assets.
I'd be all over that.
Sometimes my phone numbers get lost in the phone calls. Just text me your name and your location where you're at, just so I have that information, and possibly your email address if I can get that as well.
Yeah, I'll send that to you right now. And let's stay in touch. But I'd love to keep me in mind. Keep me on speed dial for your go-to guy. Put me at the top of your A-list before your other guys.
Well, I have a few around here, and they're just like, nope. And I'm just like, this is a great deal. And I've tried to get this one investor a few times to buy some properties, and he's overloaded with inventory, I think, from the past. So he just doesn't want anything that I present to him. So definitely I will keep you in mind.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Christy. It's great talking with you. And let's stay in touch on this one, too, if anything falls through.
Okay, sounds Sounds
Okay,
great. Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, this is Doug.
Hi, Doug. This is Jerry. How are you?
Good.
Good. Thanks for being available. Calling you about 10th Avenue.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so looking at that as possibly a flip. I'm not sure if that's a good move or not. What do you think?
We've had it needs a lot of work, you know.
Yeah.
It needs at least 20, 30,000, you know, and. But I mean, what do you get for 100,000 nowadays? But and it's so damn small of a lot that. Yeah, it's. I mean, we had a full price offer right away, and then the guy backed out. We were dealing with a kind of an unethical agent, is how I put it, and then we had another pretty good offer, and then I don't know. I think he was going to flip it too, and then we were just $1,400 apart. And the guy walked away, so that wasted 2 weeks of my time on this.
What was that offer for? Like ask price?
No, he was only like 5,000 under ask price.
Okay. Wow.
You know, yeah, and then so he was 6,000, and he was 6,400 under, and we said, well, okay, we'll let it go for 65, and then he did no, so over $1,400 he didn't want it. It was a young guy, go get her. And
Yeah.
I thought, well, yeah, he'll he looked at the house and he thought, I don't know, 1,400. I didn't think that was so.
So those two fell through in the 3 weeks that it's been on the market.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Just fell through on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. So the first one, pretty much it was full price offer, and then he said something, and then he wanted us to knock 15,000 off the price. Yeah, I don't think so. That's kind of unethical the way you're dealing this.
Oh, yeah, kind of like a come back and beat you up after you have a contract.
Yeah. You get time to inspect it. Okay, do your inspection. Well, I mean, I got records of when people go in and out of that house to get the key. He never even went back there and inspected it. He just wanted another $15,000.
Yeah.
Because they can legal. I guess that's But I just
not too cool.
That wasted eight days of our 8 days on the market, and then the other guy came with an offer right away, and we were just $1,400. What? I said, okay, buy that other $69,000 house. He said, which one's that? I said, there isn't any.
Yeah, no inventory. That's funny.
I think.
What do you think it'll sell for? If I spend $30 fixing this thing up, what is this thing going to sell for?
Gosh,
120?
Boy, that'd be tough.
115? I think 115 maybe he's pushing it.
I think you're right too. I mean,
it's tiny. It's 644. Like upstairs, right?
Yeah, and the lot and the basement is almost too low of a ceiling to.
Yeah.
And then the lot is so damn small. I mean, we could have got, if it was a normal size 50 by 150 lot, we could have got 60.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, Doug, like for it to make sense is probably more like 40, 45 on a buy.
And we already turned down 55, I guess.
You turned down a 55 offer?
Well, that was that full price offer.
Then the 15 knockoff. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. And they think they got something that people, and then it's Rufus, come here.
Well, so here's what I'm thinking, Doug. I'm unrepresented. I'd let you represent me and write the offer? Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Do you mind? I know it's a long shot, might be a waste of time, but do you mind just doing a verbal and saying you got another buyer, but he's at, he needs to be at like around 40?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's a long shot, but I don't know.
Yeah.
If anything, it'll help you get a price reduction.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, but my guy, he's 82 years old. He's in Arizona. He's tough to get hold of. Sometimes he takes off in his 4-wheeler for a day and doesn't bring his phone with him. So, but I got your phone number now, and your first name again was
Jerry.
Jerry. Okay, Jerry. I'll try and give him a call tonight and see what he says.
Yeah. Tell him 40. Maybe I can come up a little bit more, but I need to be kind of around that 40, 42, 43. Just because of, like you said, low basement ceiling, small. I mean, it's only 644 square feet, small lot.
Yeah.
Like there's some nice comps. There's some nice 2-bedroom comps over there that are, but they're like 1,000 livable square footage, good floor plans,
Yeah.
nice yards.
Yeah.
And those things will get.
I showed him those comps. I said, yeah, I agree with you kind of. So.
I mean, they're selling for 140, 150 kind of numbers, but they're different houses.
Yeah. I mean, this house is structurally sound. It's pretty solid house.
Okay. Yeah.
But it just needs to be painted up pretty good. I mean, it's
Yeah, kitchen, bath, flooring, carpet, or paint.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Well, then let's do that, Doug. If you could get a hold of him, give him that verbal. If he says put it in writing, then you can help me write it up, and we'll see what he says. Okay. Thank you, sir. Talk to you soon. Bye.